Ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Guys, hit that thumbs up as you're tuning in. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing as you watch throughout the video. Now, I know you guys are seeing that thumbnail of up $9,000 in just one day of trading stocks. Guys, before we talk about it, before we talk about all the areas that I was looking to buy and sell, before we talk about the setups and the patterns that I was looking for, before we talk about how I found the stocks to trade, let's first talk about the risks of trading. Because day trading, if you did not know, I'm going to enlighten you, is very risky. In fact, yesterday, before going green, I was down over $3,000 or close to it. So, guys, remember that day trading is risky. If you're new or if you're someone who's been around and you're not consistently making money, it's a good idea to use smaller size risk money or practice in a simulator. That's the safest way to go about building experience and becoming competent as a trader. Other than that, remember the live streams and recaps are not an invitation to copy trade. There's a system, there's a strategy that we're trading, which we will talk about a little bit more later on in the video. Lastly, remember to be careful of the fake accounts and impersonators. There's a lot of people pretending to be me. They're utilizing my likeness to try and scam. It's very unfortunate. As we continue to report and block them, they create new accounts. The platforms are trying to do their best, but these people are unfortunately, creating new accounts. So remember, I do not invest money for my subscribers. I do not invest money for my subscribers, and I will never message you first. All right. With that being said, let's talk about this insane day here in the markets. And I do want to emphasize that I did make two big mistakes today. One of them, a timing thing, which is okay. The other one, completely my fault, and it cost me $2,000. So let's start off with how I found the stocks that I traded today. It all starts in the same place, the same app every time, guys. This application right here is called Momo Pro. And if you're looking for a very cheap gap scanner and you don't want to rely on some wacky live stream on YouTube where that guy can cancel any day and stop uploading, guys, this is the platform to have. Momo Pro, the discovery section, aka the gap scan section, can filter the entire stock market for stocks that are leading in percentage and volume, right? And so I'm watching for stocks with a high percentage move, high volume, low float, right? Limited supply, right? Low float shares available to the public is low, right? So when there's a high demand catalyst or let's say breaking news, we can get a beautiful imbalance, all right? Which is AKA a squeeze, a supernova kind of a move. So if you guys pay attention here, stock MINM, right? MINM, AMPE, and now even PIXY and a few others are on this list. And if we look at the list of stocks that I traded today in order to get green, you guys will see MINM, AMPE, SMFL, which did sell off. I think it's a little bit lower on the list now. These are some of the top stocks right on that scan. So if you guys want to check out the scanner, utilize code Relentless for 25% off for 6 months at Momo Pro. That's how I found the stocks today. These are my watch list stocks today. So, before we even go on to MINM, let's just quickly mention VVOS. This was the stock that moved up yesterday and ended up going up like 800-900% from lows around $4 to all the way to $48. And unfortunately, due to some poor timing and some, not so great trading in some key areas, I shot myself in the foot and started the day down $3,000. My biggest red day ever, my biggest red start to a day ever. My back was against the wall, but I did keep my composure and was able to fight my way back to green in this move up here. Now, in that recap yesterday, I mentioned how the day could have been drastically different if I was able to position myself properly. What does that mean? Not hitting a huge loss early. And what we can even say is close to max loss. Now, mentally, yesterday I was fine, so I didn't feel like I needed to shut things down. But, you want to be in a situation and let's say position where you can trade and trade aggressively if that's what the market is requiring. When there's a great move happening and you happen to miss the trades and are red, you end up being on the back foot. You're on your heels and you're not able to press forward and attack and be aggressive like you should be able to. You're on the defensive. The market is hot. You have to scale back in size because you have to make sure you don't go super red. So that's what happened to me yesterday, and I was telling you guys that the trades that I was taking, if I did not have to do damage control, it would have been a massive green day. Even the trades that I messed up on, if I had done better, even more so of a crazy day. A day like yesterday, I think, to be honest, something crazy like 20, and I'm gonna keep saying this, like 20, 30,000. It sounds crazy, it might sound crazy, but it's really not. I see it, and it just comes down to me being focused and trading to the best of my abilities. And today we did that, but we still had two major issues. So let's switch over here to stock MINM. Let's get a look on stock MINM. Guys, we have to be aggressive. We have to utilize share size. And look at this move. Look at, and it's why I'm saying if I'm really where I need to be yesterday, 30,000, because look at this move compared to the move that we had yesterday. It doesn't even compare. Pre-market, this thing did 800%. Okay, nice. I don't trade pre-market. So this gray area here, I basically didn't even touch. I traded, from the open onwards, right? This area here. And what it is though is the volatility and the aggression and understanding that yesterday I messed up, but today I'm going to be more focused. And so even with a lesser move, I was able to make far more. And so, we talk about being relentless. We talk about being, mighty, right? Having the heart of a lion. You have to stay firm. You have to look the red trades into the eyes and say, you know what? I know what you want me to do, which is to get frustrated and to get angry and to get upset. But no, that's not going to happen. I'm going to keep my cool. I'm going to stay disciplined and I'm going to do what needs to be done. And mark my words that on the next day that a stock does 40, $50, and I can get the start that I need to get, which is me being my best self and capturing those early trades to be green. It will be a day of epic proportions. I will push it like we've never seen it before. I'm ready to do it. I'm just waiting patiently. The next stock is not going to get so lucky. So let's talk a little bit about the patterns here that we utilized today. So earlier in pre-market, this thing was kind of just going up and up and up. And almost like climbing some stairs here, right? We talk about taking the stairs to go up and the elevator to come down. Now, this thing was definitely climbing up some stairs. I mean, just up, sideways, up, consolidation, up. This consolidation here had more of a pullback to it, but, nice move. And then again, consolidation and up. So for the people who are trading pre-market, which is, before 9:30 a.m., 9:30 right here is when I start to trade, onwards. There's more volatility, there's more liquidity, you can utilize market orders. In pre-market, you can only use limit orders, right? And market orders are a part of my strategy. I can definitely use limit orders. I have them set up. I just find that the open is better suited for my strategy. But on days like today, man, I do wish that I woke up 6 a.m. and just came in early and started watching. I could have, given myself a good chance here. So that was a crazy move. That's the context of what's going on. Similar to yesterday, and I did say to the audience, let's not set the expectation to be, yesterday's move. Today's today, yesterday's yesterday, tomorrow's tomorrow. Let's focus on what's in front of us now. This charting looks identical to what we had yesterday pre-market on VVOS, but that doesn't mean we're going to get the same move into the open, right? So VVOS, again, yesterday, climbing up, lows of 4, high of 14, right? So very, very similar pre-market chart. Lows of 99 cents coming all the way up to highs of 9. So into the open, Relentless, what were you looking for? What patterns did you trade today? Guys, today was a day for the trades off the lows. The panic flush, the VWAP bounce, the overextended dips, you name it. Every single bottoming wick candle that pulled back and dropped hard, was bouncing up. And, especially right here, like somebody was just buying up shares. You know, let's pay attention to all the lows here, right? Even into the open, right? So this thing surges up to a high of 890. It pulls back to a low of 804. A 90-cent drop, but then surges up all the way to 1028. From 804, it surges up to 1028. Some of you guys might say, Relentless, why did this stock not get halted? Guys, these stocks are listed under two categories, right? And the halt level on some of them are much wider, right? They're much wider. I believe it's 20% or more on, like, the different categories. There's nothing that specifies why a stock is in one category or another. I'm pretty sure there is, but I couldn't find it. But I do know that there's two categories, and depending on which category the stock is in, the halt levels will be much tighter or they'll be much wider. And for these stocks today, I think almost all of them except SNGX, the halt levels were pretty wide. And that allowed for a lot of candlesticks in trading and not just halts only. If we compare this stock to SNGX, you can see SNGX here, almost all of this was halts, right? Let's take a look at that quickly on E-Trade before we move on. Look at how many times this one got halted up or down. A ton of times. So the bottoming wicks, guys, on a candle like this, right, at $9, we flushed down, from 9 to a low of 690. But from that low of 690, it bounces up all the way to $8. These were the trades that came in clutch today. Again, high of 765, low of 673. It bounces all the way up here to 744. Again, right here, bounces all the way up, right? I mean, even here again, down, nice move up. So this is from a low of 647 to a high of 706. Again, right here, this one I missed, but I knew that this one right here dipped to the VWAP bounce. I knew this was likely to go, and I believe this was on the live stream. I caught the very first trade, took my eyes off the ball to increase my share size, and missed out $1.80 move, guys. And not only did I miss $1.80 move, the entry was clear as day due to the fact that a 50,000 share buyer came in. A 50,000 share buyer came in, and just a very frustrating moment for me. I actually went like this to the desk. Boom, just a little bit of I wasn't even mad, just disappointment in a sense, like, I'm here, I'm firing off on all cylinders. Unlike the nonsense of yesterday, I'm finally getting a chance to redeem myself. And of course, the best breakout of the day, I take my eye off the prize. But as a trader, you have to stay focused, because I did miss one entry, getting a little frustrated there. And as a result, I missed the entirety of this move. So this was very unacceptable, despite missing that first trade, which is a normal occurrence, right? In the sense that you can be watching another stock. You can, you could have went to the bathroom. You could have, whatever it might have been. You miss a trade. That's part of the deal. It's part of the game. But to not stay focused to capture this dip in here was despicable, unacceptable, and that's not the relentless trading way. That's not what we're doing here in this community. So I'm very disappointed in myself for not keeping it together here and being able to buy this bottoming wick and get a good trade going up. Too much frustration there, too much emotions. Gotta keep it tight. You can miss a stock going up $5 a share, but you gotta pay attention still. But yeah, coming back here, again, big drop, nice move up. Big drop, this one was a bit more of a grind, but small bounce still, right? Low of 65, high of 716. Again, right here. And this one was disappointing because it was a bit of a false breakout. We get the 1 minute candle, make the new high out of this wedge here, out of this flag, and we go from 920 all the way to 995, and it comes down so aggressively all the way to a low of 768. But from 768, boom, big bounce, big bounce. Every time it flushes down from a low of 770, nice bounce. This one went to 814, and then again. So from 8 to a low of 770 to a rip to 850. And then, it's like every time it comes down to 773, from 773 up to 810. And so, in all of these, was at 40 cents, 50 cents. It's why you guys will see so many traders did well today, especially for those people who are being very aggressive buying. It is hard, guys, because the risk is there, and you're essentially buying like a falling knife. But in the classes, we do teach how to differentiate the complete flush out from the areas where we could potentially bounce back. And it is risky though. It's risky. It's all risky because ultimately, this can happen. This exactly right here, even on a breakout, right? This can happen, and if we become a deer in the headlights and we do not sell quickly, a good day could turn bad in an area like this. Because we went from $8, right, from 798 to a low of 666. You got 3K shares in there. Right here alone, you can be down 10K. Right here alone, you can be down 10K. Just like that. $3 share drop. So we have to be very fierce. We have to be very fearless. We have to be very courageous. Even if you have a little bit of fear, you got to be courageous to still act, right? Because that's what courage is. You can be a little fearful or frightened, but you're still going to act and do what you need to do. You're still going to defend yourself. You're still, it's like fight, flight, or run. You assess the situation and you fight, you run, or, fight, flight, flight. No, fight, flight, or freeze, I think, are the three. But you need to fight and or run, aka be on the offensive or be on the defensive. We don't want to freeze. If we freeze, we're doomed. This strategy is a very fast-paced strategy. We have to be able to cut the losses. And then again, from this big drop, from a low of, and I think I can probably show this drop, from a low of 569 to a high of 630, and then eventually to 690. And then all of these bottoming wicks here. 1, 2, 3, even a wick like this, 4, 5, 6. And then all along we're bear flagging higher lows. This starts to create another wedge, and boom, breakout all the way to 655. Guys, this, and we can keep going on and on about each of the levels. I mean, you'll see more bottoming wicks, big red candles into big bounces. Again, even right here, big drop, bounces up. That's what this one was. It's been a long time since I've seen a stock that was just all, panic flushes, VWAP bounces, bottoming wicks. Those three edges today, a lot of people were talking about how the halt edge they think is really great, and it's probably one of the better ones, but it just goes to show you that it's just what's in front of you, what's there, whatever is there is what you trade. So in the classes, this is what we teach, right? Whether it's the halt pattern, whether it's 3-bar play, the baby pullbacks, the wedge breakout, doesn't matter, whatever is there. It's why we have to stay reactive. Today is not yesterday, right? And today will not be tomorrow. But tomorrow when we show up, if we pay attention to what's in front of us and we push forward to being our best selves, we can and we will improve. You guys have been watching this journey with me here over the last couple of years. And how long have we been talking about these days of 3K, 5K, now 9K? And I'm saying it like it's a joke. I have some things to work on, man. The other area that I missed, let me tell you guys how foolish this other area that I missed was on stock AMPE. on stock AMPE, let me tell you, I'm almost embarrassed to say this, right? I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but I'm the most transparent trader out here, so I have to say it. I believe we were right here in this area, and I noticed this thing looked like it was getting ready to move. And I noticed the volume coming in, and instead of me starting to pay attention to get ready to trade it, I went into the chat to say round two. Now, if I go into the chat in the intentions of, man, I need to call this out so everyone can see it and be aware of it because it looks like it might move, it's very different. The intent to help the community versus me just being a fool saying round two. Like, what was I thinking? And I had the part that's even more embarrassing is that I had that thought in my mind. I'm like, RT, you're gonna go do this, but this thing could move and you could miss it. And like an idiot, I still went to go post this thing. Doesn't get any worse than that. And rightfully so, the market gave me what I deserved, which was a big move. I can't remember exactly. It might have been here. I don't know. It might have been over here. I can't remember. Maybe I think maybe over here. Somewhere, one of these areas. I think it was here. I think it was this middle area. And the move was smooth. The move was good, but I needed to be in at the beginning of the sequence to have the confidence necessary to dominate it as it went. That's embarrassing stuff, but I need to say it because maybe one of you guys can learn from my mistake and not make that error moving forward, right? Like, what was I thinking? Rightfully so, the market gives a good move to just remind me to not be silly. If you're a multi-millionaire, you don't care about money, you're just trading for fun, then by all means you can do whatever you want to do. Slack off, read the chat, send two memes. But from the time you're grinding and trying to level up, like, that's complete nonsense. And I need to do a better job.
MESO.
I need to do a better job staying focused. I need to do a better job staying focused in the aspect of complaining. I need to do a better job staying focused after losing trades. I need to do a better job staying focused and being quick, being efficient when it comes to my hotkeys. I need to do a better job. I need to do a better job when the stock flushes down and I'm in a little higher and buying back that dip where it does become a good entry. I need to stay focused through and through. If we're trading for 1 hour, it needs to be an hour of focus. If we're trading for 5 hours or all day, we must be focused. And I find far too often at this level that I'm not focused when I need to be for one reason or the next. And ultimately, that's what's costing me. There will be times where we make mistakes on our side, but not staying focused is what ultimately cost me the most money. I'm watching at the stock, I start daydreaming. We're in war here. We're in battle. What nonsense am I doing thinking about lunch and all these garbage? Like, before you know it, like, I daze out, that 10 seconds passes. I look back, like, the stock actually gave the dip I wanted. What the heck am I doing? Like, different people will have different issues. You can be in a classroom with 20 people. You can, go over the topic. Some people will doze off. Some people, they might, I don't know, all different things, right? And there'll be people who are very attentive. But you find that the people who are very attentive got the most out of the lesson, got the most out of the day. And so that's what it comes down to, being laser focused and being locked in. The one area that I missed because I tried to change my share size, I'll give myself a pass. But if I'd happened to capture that area, I think we could have made somewhere close to 2K. The other area, same thing. And so today should have really been, what would that equate it to, like 15,000? So, and again, there's so much to improve on, and we will improve and we will push more size because I kept my share size small on the back end of the day as well. We got aggressive in some areas, but we could have been more aggressive sooner. So there's more to be done, and it will be done. Mark my words. Relentless Trader is coming. Relentless Trader is not giving up. Guys, check out the links down below if you want to get involved in my day trading program to learn these strategies. And yes, we post everything. And yes, we are fully transparent. There is not anything that we do not show. We post all of our live trading, and my live trading from this afternoon, where I was able to make back 5K, will be on the course website. It will be added to the course website right after this recap. I already uploaded today's morning session where I made 2,500. That's already uploaded a long time ago. But if you guys want to check it out, be sure to do so. You can utilize coupon code DREAM for 50% off our gold program. All right. Tim has absolutely been killing it. All right. Tim, who is the most recent mentor here on YouTube, has absolutely been killing it. You might say, Tim made 13,000 yesterday, 13,000 today. If you want to join the classes and only see, hey, I'm only interested in Tim's archives, guys, you can check it out too. You can join. You're not gonna have access to everything, but if you only care about Tim's archives, here you go, right there. For those of you who want to get something and you don't have the money, we got you too. We are still giving away a free class. We're giving away the crash course. If you utilize coupon code subscriber, you'll get 100% off the crash course, which is usually $165. So it's free for now. You can still join in, and you'll get a few chapters. You'll get a few of the patterns, a few of the edges, and a few archives. Other than that, if you want access to everything, the gold membership is here. $51 or $58 a month on average. Guys, it doesn't get any better than this. The full curriculum is here. If you want to see the curriculum, it's right here. We go over from the very basics. So even if you're someone who's new, from the very basics all the way to the advanced stuff. If you come in, you already know the basics, then you come down to the advanced stuff. You can go down to chart analysis, level 2, risk management, hotkeys, and so forth, and continue your education. This is no BS, man. Like, at the end of the day, I say that I'm the most transparent trader. I'm not going to sit up here and ever bring any disrespectful nonsense to my community and to the people who are here. This is a family, and we look out for each other. And so Relentless Trader will continue to post the best content to the classes. No nonsense course. It's fully detailed. Everything you need is here. Everything you need is right here. You got some live archives, trading examples there, and then you have the full-on daily archive where Marcelo and myself upload every single day. If you want to go back and watch something from a few months ago, you can. It's all here. It's all here. Marcelo 5,000 yesterday, it's all there. If you want to see how he went from red VVOS, red, and then finally green, it is all there. It is all there, guys. So with that being said, it's been Relentless Trader. Take a look at the chat room as well. Let's see how the chat room did today. Let's see how the chat room did today. Guys, the chat room is on fire. The Relentless Trading chat room, I think, is number one. Who else is doing it like this? Who else is doing it like this, man? We got to come all the way up here today. I mean, there's so many of them. Sir Clive, I mean, oh my goodness, man. Just absolutely incredible. Small size, coming into it, right? Had some issues, but working hard. All the orange names are students, guys. All the orange names that you see are my students, right? Yeah, we had some losses, right? But we will be back. We will be back. Good recovery from the lows of 250 down 100. Good damage control. And was actually green before going red, right? Kaisel, right? Jackson, 2.1K today. The only person we're missing right now is Lucas. And Lucas is in school, and Lucas will be back. Spartan, $300. This is the guy, that won the trip to Las Vegas, and his work is paying off. Wrong bet in the red today. Got chopped out, but looking forward to being back. Down at 1200. Not too bad. He'll be back. I love the consistency, man. I love the consistency that we're seeing here. Everyone, they're buying into the system of small size first. This is how it needs to be. 460 there, biggest green day. This is how it needs to be, guys. And we can come on down. 700 bucks, and this is our early since pre-market. It's absolutely crazy stuff. GK, Cactus, some long-time members doing pretty well. I mean, Rock ending at 400 bucks. Pretty decent stuff, J, $9 in the day. And it goes on. Tim, 10,000 right here. 10,000 bucks, guys. This is Tim. Tim is the other mentor. It's myself, Marcelo, and Tim. More students. Look at the man. Man, not everyone is green, right? Not everyone, we improve at different rates, but it's just so good to see that, people are buying into the system and the system is working. One red day, man. This is even better consistency than me. We had Crispy with an early post. We had a red P&L here from Jared. Fat fingered my hotkey and got smoked. So, but it happens, right? Bit of a technical issue. Probably bought more shares than he wanted to there on Tesla. Let's come on down. Marcelo, 5K today, man. The other mentor. We have Mr. Man and Sim, 200 bucks. Wrong bet with a P&L curve there. Crispy, an update with Crispy, 21K on the day. BMAC, another one of the students, 800 bucks. Oh, never mind, the Split Rock, who went from 400 to 800. George, update in P&L, up 2.8K. 2.8K. Tim, update 13K. Guys, who is doing it better than the Relentless trading community? Right? Who is doing it better? Man. BMAC, 1,500. Another one of the students. Finished the day. Danny, 2K. Way to go, man. Everybody's doing well. I love to see it. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. I love to see it. Tim, $76,000 on the month. Absolutely, positively incredible. Excellent. This is the Relentless Trading Community. Join today. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for the recap. It's been your favorite YouTuber, Relentless Trader, and I am shutting it down. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys later.